And good evening, one and all, and welcome back to the Blue Rose Respite. You are lost, and now you are found, and you are all most welcome here. Thank you so much for joining me tonight for my soothing Sunday streams as we play some Valhalla together. It feels like it's been a while since I've played this game. I think because I've taken the past 2 Sundays off, so it feels good to be back. Feels good to be back. But how's it going, guys? I hope you've all been having a wonderful, wonderful weekend. I've been trying to take it a little bit easy on myself this weekend. I had a kind of a rough night last night, but I'm hopefully going to be a little bit better this evening. But let us see who is in the chat this evening. Hayden, how's it going? Welcome back. Shadow Fang, awesome. Daniel, Zanchlu, Carmina, Shadow Tom, how's it going, guys? So glad that you could make it tonight. For the next chapter of this amazing game, and I cannot wait to see how this story is steadily unfolding. As in-game, we're getting very close to a strange holiday called Mega Christmas, which I'm kind of curious to see what lies ahead for us with that. But yeah, we're starting to head towards the end part of this game. I think we're about 2/3 of the way through, so I'm really glad you guys are able to join me tonight as we continue the tale of Valhalla. Okay, I hope all of you guys have got your Christmas decor up because we're celebrating Mega Christmas. Happy Mega Christmas. Let us celebrate Santa's resurrection as the Mega Santa that saved Christmas from the Redmonds. Yeah, like, it is sounding more and more like the Futurama Christmas, to be honest. Oh god, I feel called out because this is going to be me this year. Cause guess who can't fly home to her family this year and she's spending it alone in her apartment. Yay! Oh, I'm not going to get into that train of thought because I'll just make me sad. We're here to have a good time tonight. Let's see what the Augmented Eye has to say. Ooh, got an update about the Lilum article. Lilum receiving mysterious messages, update 2 by Lana Smithy. The messages have suddenly stopped and everything is normal again. Still, we can't stop wondering what's the deal. Was it a prankster or someone who just discovered how to subvert public communication channels on Lilum? Either way, some reports indicate that Lilum behavior has been rather unusual as of late, although we can only imagine the confusion they were going through. Yeah, Dorothy has been acting kind of weird, so I'm curious about where this plot thread is heading. I need to know. Not the first time. Let's not forget that something similar happened 5 years ago when Lilum advancement was at its historic high. Fortunately, nothing came out of it. Will it happen again? Time will tell. I'm confused. I'm confused and very, very... I'm nervous about what this plot's going. Hey, Raven, how's it going? Welcome back to the Blue Rose Respite. Glad you could join us this evening. Take a seat and enjoy yourself. Hope you've been doing okay. Is it sexist to have an army of robot women? There's many facets to that question. By Lana Smithy. The ones without artificial intelligence, mind you. The King of the West, Conroy from the Western... Oh my god! I can't deal with the King of the West, Conroy from the western nation of Kanyovania, has approximately 6,000 robot soldiers, all of whom look like the hottest girls around. But is this show of quirkiness from the wacky dictator problematic? Those dictators from Venezuela or whatever just do what they want. They don't give a shit, Mariana Zimmer, 35, told the Augmented Eye during a street interview. They're all pretty hot, though. If I was him, I'd have done the same. Why bother with the real thing where you can just make them from scratch to match your every need, more as we investigate? That sounds like a question that maybe Ex Machina dipped into, but I do not have nearly enough brain cells to rub together tonight to answer that question. Hey, Skorak, how's it going? Welcome back to the Blue Rose Respite. Hope you've been well. Oh, that's awesome. Always good to have a passport. Always good to have a passport, Raven. I've always tried to keep mine up to date. Like, even though I'm not going to be traveling this year, I still booked an appointment to get mine renewed because it was going to be expiring this month. But that's all taken care of and all good now. So yes, good. Yuri is the best show this season by Lana Smithy. If you weren't a fan of Yuri or Slice of Life shows already, then be prepared to join the Moe Church this season with the premiere of Yuri, one of the funniest shows I've seen in recent years. The pals at the popular Danger Oof forum seem divided, however. This is such an obvious pandering. Remember when anime was about women doing womanly things and beating the shit out of each other? What is this trash? You girls are just haters who hate their lives. I'm going to marry Shinatsu. Wake me up inside. You can catch YI every Friday on RSTV. Oh, Jill, how dare you call us out? Anime is not just for nerds. It is for connoisseurs of fine entertainment. Oh, and thank you for the hydrate and stretch check, Daniel. Much appreciated. Thank you. Oh, you guys probably heard that. That was my elbows. Ah. I slept really badly on my neck on Thursday night, so I woke up weird Friday morning. It's still a little bit pinching, and then, like, yesterday I must have slept on the other side because that was fucked up too. Yeah. But I really hope things get better soon, Raven. I really, really do. Always, like, just take care of yourself, man, okay? Bleh. But thank you for the hydrate and stretch check. I've been watching anime for the past 2 weeks non-stop. I can agree. Good. Anime is for those with the true connoisseurs of entertainment. Awesome. Best of luck with the job, Shadow Fang. Really hope you get it. But let us head to work and see what awaits us. I'm enjoying a really nice glass of whiskey tonight, so it seems appropriate. Good evening. Jill, I told you to come in the nicest clothes you have. Oh, is this the day of the party that was being organised? Oh, I'm excited to see how this goes. You came in your uniform. These are the nicest clothes I have with me. Besides, you and Gil are in uniforms too. Well, I can't really show up in casual clothing. I'm being monitored. What about the kilt you wore that one time? I'm still surprised that one didn't break the dress code somehow. And you, Gil? I don't have that many clothes to begin with. You people depress me. Well, everything's in place back there. Oh, Alma! Like, you were shady as fuck last time we saw you, but, glad you're here. Glad you're here. Ah, Alma's here. You know, there was a time when people greeted others before saying stuff like that. Come on, Jill, greet her properly. Welcome to Valhalla. Wait. Man, if that's not a sign that you need to ease up on the work, I don't know what is. Shut up, it's become a reflex. Wait, Alma also came in her usual attire. Why aren't you saying anything to her? Ripped sweaters are a free pass. Okay, we'll agree with that. Ripped sweaters are fine articles of clothing. Why? Silly question, never mind. Is it just because she looks amazing in it all the time, so there's no point in changing? Like, I can get behind that. Jamie came earlier too. The dogs went with him to get some ice. Don't we have ice? Trying to take it out of the bartending station is a chore, so it's better to buy some outside. Huh. What are you doing back there, Alma? Setting up the food warmer. The what? I bought it 3 days ago. It's amazing. It looks just like a set of wires, but you can create a frame with them. Put the food inside, press a button, and watch it as it warms the food up, just like a microwave. Okay, that's pretty cool. It's an infomercial bubble, though. Really useful, but tricky to handle at the same time. One wrong move and I'll be out of food for the night. Everything will be scorched in a second. Ooh. So you bought infomercial stuff too? Haven't you? It's the very least a good idea for gifts. Well... Dynamic entry! Finally, at least somebody came after me. Is it weird that I've already heard that 3 times in the last hour? Oh, Dorothy, bless your heart. Oh, don't be like that. She's not saying it out of malice or anything. She just found it funny. You're taking her side now? Jealous? You wish. You don't need to fight for me. We're not. I'll go check the microwave wires thingy. I'm starting to get hungry. Great idea. Ah, Jamie's back with the puppers. Oh, they look like such good boys. Back. Oh. Hello, Jill. Soldier, you're late. Hey, Jay. See, that's how you greet people. You shut it. I'll go help Sweater Pups. Did something happen with Dorothy and Jamie? Something wrong? She's not good with dogs. Oh, that's right. She's not good with dogs. That's right. Oh. Alright, we're all here so we can start. Yo, Anchorage. Alma. I know what I said. How's the food doing? It's doing well, but it'll take a bit. Can't you speed it up? I've used those microwave wire things before. It's either warm nicely, but slowly, or burn that bitch. Okay, that's very true. So, how long? 15 minutes or so. A bell will ring when the time comes. We need to kill some time then. Alright, let's play Truth or Dare. Oh, God, guys, get your drinks. This is going to get interesting. What? I'll pass. Games are for kids. I'm in. Sure, I'll play. Sounds fun. As long as that much stays away from me. It took me a second to realize what she was saying. That'll make the time pass faster. You'll play. Okay, we're doing this now apparently. Alright then, rules are simple. If you get picked, you pick either Truth or Dare. After you finish, you get to pick somebody else. We go like that until food's done. What about punishment games? Those are a hassle. Just issue new questions or challenges until the other person complies. Hey, Steel Monkey 31, how's it going? Welcome back to the Blue Rose Respite. Take a seat and enjoy yourself. That said, Jill? Yes? You start. Pick someone. Let's see. Click on the portrait of the person you want to pick. Okay. Naui, how's it going? Welcome back to the Blue Rose Respite. How have you been? So glad that you could join us tonight. Take a seat, enjoy yourself. All here to relax and have a good time together. And I agree. We're picking Dana first. Okay, boss. I picked Dare. Dare. Suplex Girl. Oh my god. Suplex who? Sucker. Ugh. Alright. Gillian Canute, get up. Ouch. Who? Truth or Dare? Dare. I dare you to lift Jamie with one hand. You just wanted to ask me something, right? Okay then, Truth. Did you or did you not have a brief stint as a bodyguard to a certain Madame Laverne 6 years ago? Ooh, juicy. Huh, 6 years ago? I don't think so. I don't even know any Madame Laverne. Alright, that's one possibility off the list. This is weird. Alright then, ooh, me, pick me. You, the dog. Come on. Dare, I dare you. No, I'm the one that dares you. Bring it on. Roll. Sir, yes, sir. You're not rolling. Sir, yes, sir. Whatever, you did it. Woohoo! Alright, Jay, truth or dare? Truth? Are those things on your head your ears? Your twin tails. No, they're not. Yeah, that's right, because Jill in her character design kind of has, like, super high ponytails, and they look kind of like, I imagine they look maybe similar to, like, floppy bunny ears. Yeah, I could see that. No, they're not. Oh, I see. I wonder how long until the food is done. Okay, I want to pick Alma next. I want to pick Alma for the next one. Oh, thank you so much for the host, Daniel. I really, really appreciate it. Hey, here comes Lee. How's it going? Welcome back to the Blue Rose Respite. Glad you could make it this evening. But I'm picking Alma. Alright then. Alma. I'll pick Truth. What's the most embarrassing thing that has happened to your arms? Well, there was this one time when I got mugged on the street, so I kind of threw my hand at the thief to knock him out. Through? I think it's what you usually call a rocket punch. Oh my god, she rocket punched a robber. That's amazing. So you didn't throw it so much as it propelled itself towards the thief. Yep. And how is that embarrassing? It was just so cartoony. It's a bit embarrassing. It's a bit impractical too. The hand has a startup time after reattachment. Yes, but why add such a function? Why wouldn't you add such a function? Dana, asking the real questions. Well, because... Boss, don't tell your arm can also... This hand of mine is awesome. Yeah, Alma's got a prosthetic arm. You don't see it because in her character image that you see on screen, you just kind of see her shoulder up to her shoulders. But yeah, she's got a prosthetic arm. My turn then. I'll pick Lorenzo. Gillian. Casimiro. Truth or dare? Truth. How do you manage to keep that stubble of yours at the same length all the time? Okay. How do I... I mean, no matter when I come here, whether it's at 3 a.m. on a weekday or in the afternoon on Sunday, you always have the same 3-day beard. It never gets any longer, but you also never shave. How the hell do you do that? Oh, it's almost like it's a fixed trait of his character design or something. Well, that's a good question, really. Now that I think about it, I do shave, but I use an electric razor and set it quite low, so you're not saying something, but whatever. Anyways, let's see. Oh, unless maybe it's like a fake beard that he puts on. Interesting. Or it could just be, you know, a set trait of his character design, or it could just be like something that he literally sticks on his face. Hey, dog. Dare. Then play dead. There's not much time left. I want you to know. I always thought you were a fuckboy. God damn it. I'm dead. I'm so dead. Hey, Jay, I dare you to bury me. Okay. I was joking, don't bury me for real, I'm alive. I'm getting hungry. Click on the portrait of the person you want to pick. Okay, I'm picking Dorothy, because I figured we've invited these guests here, so this is kind of the key time to ask them stuff. So let's pick Dorothy. Okay then, Dorothy. Dare. Do something freaky. Oh, Jill, you should have been more specific with your wording. This is Dorothy we're talking to. Like, removing my head? Removing your... Because I can remove my head with no problem. Do you want me to remove my head? I'll pass. I'll take your word for it. Anyone want to see that? No. No, thank you. I do, but I'm not going to be the party pooper here. Fine. I guess it's my turn now. Hey, Dana, what do you pick? I'll pick Truth. If you had to marry Honey or John, who would you pick? Probably Jill. Oh god, Jill is not going to be okay. Oh no. Thank you for the hydrate check, Daniel. Oh shit. I mean, she's cute, she's smart, And I kind of own Gil anyway, so it's kind of redundant. Speaking of Gil, truth or dare, fuckboy? Pick one for me. Well, where were you born? I don't really know. It's one of those things I can't remember or was never informed about. Strangely, I do remember an early childhood in the Arctic of all places. The Arctic? Huh. Just, huh? A bell? Oh, food's ready. Food's ready. Finally. Let's go. You guys go ahead. I'll have a quick smoke outside. Careful. Yeah, Jill's gonna need to cool her head off a little bit after that interesting point of conversation from Dana. Truth or dare, huh? It was fun, I guess. Hey. Al. I mean, hello? A bit late for the hello, don't you think? What one? You know I don't smoke. True. Are you leaving already? Yeah, technically we celebrated Mega Christmas yesterday. But I just got the message that Diana is making a ruckus, so I gotta leave. Oh, Alma, no! Stay for the party! Good luck with that. Speaking of ruckus, how have you been doing? Fine, I guess. All of this has helped keep my mind off things for a while. Oh. Is it weird to feel the absence of someone you had no contact with whatsoever for the last 3 years? Ask Katyusha, or any of the old literature maidens whose spouse went to war types. I mean, even if you had no contact with her, maybe she was constantly on your mind. If you tweak the circumstances, it's not that different from one of you going to a war. I guess. Well, although the circumstances make me not want to, I've got to go. Careful out there. Oh yeah, you should take the chance and spend this time with everyone inside, don't you think? Alma, why does that sound so final and kind of fatalistic in a strange way? Yeah, she's right. Hey, Jill's back. I don't know what's going on, guys. Is that the moon or is that us? Either way, I'm loving this soundtrack. Oh, Jill. Chapter 3, Dulce. Rent is due on the 30th. Please make sure your account has the necessary 10,000 or you'll be evicted. Jill wants to see if Alex's doll beard actually grows. Buying it will prevent her from getting too distracted. Oh, fuck. What day is it? We've got 4 days to make that much money? Okay, buying Alex's dolls will help her at work, so let's buy that and then just start saving. So we need to have 10,000 or we'll be evicted. Fuck! Yep, buying the doll will keep her focused, so yeah. I'm happy to do that. Jill bought what she wanted and she's pleased with herself. She will surely focus at work. Have a good day. Okay, cool. Oh, you've been using that hoodie a lot, lady. Whatever. Jill's comfy in that hoodie. Let's have a look. Model Warrior returns to TV. Anyone watching it? I don't even have a TV. So useless. Julianne is old and busted. I heard you talking shit about my waifu like I wouldn't find out. Is it going to be censored? I don't think so. The show was rather tame. I'm going to marry Julian. Oh man, I remember watching the show back when I was like 10. I think I discovered porn thanks to it. Good for you, mate. You will never discover Rule 34 for the first time again. Why keep trying? Never seen the show before. Is it any good or just a meme? It's a meme show. There's nothing outstanding. What about the sequels? Are those going to be broadcast as well? The sequels are shit. Hey, Consteindruff, how's it going? Yeah, now that's what I've pretty much been doing is I've only been buying stuff that is specific to stuff that she really cares about or stuff that will help her focus at work. So we should be good. We've also been going a really good streak with all the stuff we've had to do at work. Grand Slam Fighters. Is anyone into wrestling here? I think we've already read this one. Yeah, we've already read this one. New from Augmented Eye. City Glitch Olympics return next year by Lana Smithy. For the 10th consecutive year, the GC Olympics return to the emblematic Super Silver Thunderdome, this time with a representative from the elusive country of Carnivania. Prime Minister Quincy, who was in charge of the committee, told the Augmented Eye that it wasn't easy getting in touch with Kanye, and we've had to abide by some of his religious rules in order to see some of the best competitors come to the country. Carnivania's main religion, Kanyeism, it hurts to read this, prohibits the existence of nanomachines inside the body, and as such, competitors from said country had to perform specific treatments in order to repel the swarm. It's a temporary solution, but it'll do the trick. You won't believe what happens in this cartoon, by Lana Smithy. Cartoons are not for children. They're still largely colourful, but the themes they touch have become rather dark. In fact, every cartoon on air today has dark themes. It's come to the point where innocent animated characters are no longer a thing. I suppose children are young adults from birth now. But enter Touch Fluffy Tale, a new show that aims to challenge the current trend. No deep lore, no obscure adult references, no stupid deep plots, just fun with numbers and fluffy tales, says a TFT producer who asked to remain anonymous to avoid internet backlash. I don't want death threats for making a cartoon for actual kids. Okay. Street race at the Motor City District leaves 2 dead, by Lana Smithy. The Motor City District is notorious for the number of illegal street races that it sees each week, and the dozens of injured drivers it leaves every year. This time it has been reported that 2 people died during a race hosted at the Gate Highway, otherwise known as the Death Lane. Ooh. The Transit Police is currently investigating the deaths, as well as the underground world of illegal street racing. We have several suspects in regard to who is running this underworld, but nothing concrete as of yet, Chief of the Transit Police Department, Jay Esposito, told the Augmented Eye. The death of these 2 youngsters will be the last, however. That's a promise. Hey, Deadpool! How's it going? Welcome back to the Blue Rose Respite. How's it going? Take a seat and enjoy yourself. Let's quickly save before we get too carried away. And shall we head to work? Oh! Thanks for the tip, Still Monkey. Oh, Jill, she looks so sleepy. She's adorable. Love her so much. Yes, let us head to work. We need to make that money so we don't get kicked out. Good evening. Hey, Jill. Girl's in the back sorting an ingredients shipment and I've got things to do. The dog's in charge. Okay, bye. What? Wait, the dog what? Okay, first order. Pet me. We can do that. Pat, pat. No. Pet me. No. I'm in charge and I want you to pet me. Yeah, I'm happy with our mix. Time to mix drinks and change lives. Hey, Jay. Won't pet you. You'll pet me sooner or later. They all do. Won't. Will. You called? He said Will, not Gil. Ah. Who the hell is Will? Nobody. Don't be rude with poor Will. There's no Will. Do you need me to psych you up then? Like, the song Showtime is really good. I think it was much more of a kind of bombastic sort of piece of music, whereas the playlist I like to put together to kind of keep in with the soothing Sunday streams is more like low-key and chilled out sort of thing. Who? Me or Will? Oh, and no need to apologize, Steel Monkey. It's all good. It's all good. You go back to whatever you were doing. Dark Scholar 13, how's it going? Welcome to the Blue Rose Respite. I'm so glad you could join us this evening. Take a seat, enjoy your time with us. I'm sure the chat will make you feel more than welcome. And you, stand by. Only if you pet me. Go! The fuck just happened? Oh, it's you! I hate you, Virgilio. Well, aren't we spirited today? Welcome to Virgilio? Why do you sound so weirded out? You didn't show up with a bombastic soliloquy. Well, putting up an act can be tiring, you know. So it's all an act then? Wasn't it obvious? I guess. Would you mind getting me a Bleeding Jane? Sure. Okay, I'm loving this change. They're not, like, milling about with their stupid fucking orders. They're actually just saying what they want. Which is great. I can work with that so much better. Have I played Assassin's Creed Valhalla? I have not. I really should. I really should. Honestly, I haven't been really sucked into the Assassin's Creed series. It just didn't do it for me. So I should try it out though, because some of the games look really, really cool. And yes, the Cyberpunk game looks amazing. I'm not really one for sci-fi games though. I'm more inclined to replay fantasy games that I love. Or just new fantasy games in general. So I'm still excited for it. I'm curious to see what Cyberpunk holds in store for us. Yes, Bleeding Jane. Serve that. A Bleeding Jane. Yes, this is just the thing. So, tired of putting on an act. Care to explain? It's a long story, and I'd honestly rather not talk about it right now. Fair enough. What made you change your mind, though? Well, for one thing, it's safer for me now. The Pompous Buffoon Act was mostly a way to avoid raising suspicion. Safer? There's a word that's been losing meaning lately. Wait, that was your way of avoiding suspicion? Yes. You do know how weird that sounds, right? It sounds weird? You try not to raise suspicion, but you act in a bombastic manner that screams you're there. And everyone dismisses the fool as a buffoon and moves on. You know, there is, like, some level of wisdom in that. Yeah, I'm keeping an eye on that anime girl there, just in case some weird shit happens. Hey, Smith73, how's it going? Welcome back to the Blue Rose Respite. Take a seat and enjoy yourself. I'm sure the chat will make you feel more than welcome. I believe either you haven't been with us in a while or it's your first time here. In either case, welcome. Huh? I mean, you might be right if I were talking about hiding myself. But I'm avoiding certain crowds of people. Yes, my behavior might call everyone's attention. But then everyone just decides I'm harmless and disregards me. Hey, Talon! How's it going? Welcome back to the Blue Rose Respite. I'm so glad you're able to drop by tonight. And depending on how erratic my actions are, I become harder to read. Giving me yet another layer of enigma. Huh. Well, congrats. No offense, but I fell right into your plan. I just dismissed your actions as those of a fool and moved on. You completely fooled me. Thanks. Say, can you give me something spicy? Sure. Something spicy, something spicy. We can do that. Oh, Talon, you're not alone. I'm enjoying a really nice drop of whiskey. It's actually a new brand I haven't tried before, but it's unexpected. Like, there's some notes in here that I can't quite put my finger on, so I'm enjoying my own drink as well. Something spicy, something spicy. Oh, got some spice from myself. Oh, Dark Scholar, yes, that sounds so good. Mars Blast, Bleeding Jane. We could get them another Bleeding Jane. Or a Bloom Light. We can get them a Bloom Light, I think. Something a bit different. Ooh, that's not right. How did I fuck that up? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 powder delta. Oh, I forgot on the rocks. That's it. They wanted spicy, so I'm gonna get them spicy. Yeah. Aren't you fascinated by spiciness? What's spicy for humans might not be spicy for other animals. Hell, what's toxic for us might not be for other creatures. Do you like spicy things, bartender? I don't mind them, I guess, but I'm not really a fan. That neutral stance is actually weird to come across. Everyone either loves spicy things or hates them with a passion. Do you like it? I personally quite enjoy spicy food. Like, I'm not a fan of stuff that's... I think I've said it in the past on stream. I'm not a fan of stuff that's, like, too hot that it just scalds your mouth and throat and you can't taste anything anymore. I don't see the point in that. But I like stuff that, like, that's a good level of spice that gives a good kick to it and just adds to the flavor and makes it more flavorful and more enjoyable. But if you're eating something that then you either have to, like, chug a glass of milk or it just hurts to eat, I don't see the point in that. Do you like it? Lots. Not only in regards to painfully spicy things, but also the way mild or slight spice adds to a meal. Exactly. Exactly. I've always had this dream of opening a curry stand. As things are, I might actually pursue that dream. Let me know if you do. I haven't had a curry in ages now. Oh, thanks for the heads up, Nail. I'm fine just doing it with the mouse, just because we don't have to mix drinks that often, and I'm happy to just keep doing what we're doing. But thanks so much for the tip. I really appreciate it. Hey, bartender. Call me Jill. I wanted to apologize. I'm sorry, I'm actually kind of moved. This is like some actual proper character growth. Hell yes, Virgilio. You put up with me all this time without lashing out. I should apologize for my behavior and thank you at that. Don't worry, I actually feel like I was too rude to you last time you came. Granted, you came at a really bad time, but I should be the one apologizing. You're a client after all. Well, don't. I'm actually surprised that no one else had violently lashed out at me yet. You're making me curious as to who you really are, though. Okay, it's all good, Daniel. It's all good. See you in a bit. Is Virgilio even your real name? It might be. It might not. Sometimes I wonder if I'm a magnet for people who hide their identities in sordid pasts. Gil, Jamie, you... did you say something? Just rambling. Pay me no mind. Now that I think about it, how did you find this bar? I was avoiding some chaps and came to this alley. Huh. Again? Again? In my time here, I've had avoided people and ended up here enough times to make me believe that the original owner built the bar here thinking about the runaway public. You make me sound like a criminal. You're not helping. The expression runaway doesn't just mean people escaping the law, though. We've had people avoiding stalkers or solicitors. I've seen people more shocked by an insistent salesman than a shady figure. Maybe because the salesman is a more active predator? I don't know. A troublesome part of the city, right near the shopping district. Okay, I do have a question. For those of you who are drinking dark rum or like dark spice rum, there was one time where I had run out of whiskey, shocking I know, and so I wanted something like for a nice drink, and so I had some Kraken rum, but I didn't want to mix it with Coke because it was like 9 o'clock at night and I just wanted a drink. I didn't want caffeine. So I just drank it neat, like with some ice. No, sorry, on the rocks. Neat would have been straight, but I prefer it being cool. Is it a faux pas to have like just a spice dark rum on the rocks or just to drink it straight? Not as a shot, but like as a sipping drink? Or is there another way that you could recommend it that I could just have the dark rum just on its own without having to add something to it? Chat, give me your wisdom. Let them know there's a bar and they'll come. Sorry, I should stop rambling to myself so much. I don't mind it. Do you think I'm some sort of criminal, though? Like I said, you're not helping. But for all I know, you might be the buffoon I've seen the other days. In any case, can I get something bitter here? On it. Virgilio wants something bitter. We can do that. Sunshine clouds. Grizzly Temple. That one. A suplex. Pile driver. Let's give them a sunshine cloud. They've been actually really nice tonight, so let's do them a kind of nice drink. Okay, Dark Scholar, you like your rum on the rocks all the time. Good, good, good. Good to know. Went to a whiskey tasting years back and the guy there said, who cares what people think? It's your drink. Drink it how you like. Exactly. And I will always stand by that. Like, some people think that it's, like, for people who drink whiskey for the sake of drinking, the alcohol to get buzzed, they'll, like, turn their nose up at putting ice with it. But honestly, I prefer it with the ice because it activates like the different notes in the whiskey and I can appreciate the flavors more. But that's just my personal 2 cents. That's how I enjoy it. But I was asking about dark rum because I'm not used to drinking rum straight. So that's why I was asking, for those of you who are connoisseurs of that particular beverage, if there was a particular way that you'd recommend me drinking it. Personally never had dark or spiced rum on the rocks. I usually enjoy a nice classic Bacardi and Coke every once in a while when I'm celebrating something or if I need to sleep. Sure, Coke and caffeine, but the liquor kind of equals it out. Okay, that makes sense. Like, I would usually have, like, a rum and Coke maybe at the start of a night out or something like that because I find the caffeine gives me more of a buzz. Deadpool, you drink your whiskey with whiskey stones, but with rum, I drink it mixed, or I rarely drink it straight. I think that's kind of a similar thing for a lot of people. Like, a lot of people have it as a mix, in mixed drinks, or they drink it straight. But good to know. It's nice to know more and more about what your guys' preferences are. Of course, I'm almost also a big fan of mixed drinks as well. I'm always up to try new things. Life full of flavors and sensations. I like to try them all at least once. Perfect. Perfect, Dark Scholar. Abso-fucking-lutely. I'm dangerous. I drink because I like the taste, not because I want to get drunk. That's just a side effect. Honestly, I'm exactly the same, Talon. I've said this many times in the past. I hate getting drunk. Love alcohol. Hate getting drunk. When I notice I'm starting to ease off of that comfortable plateau of like that general nice buzz that you get from alcohol where you're much more, where I use it as a social lubricant so that I'm more relaxed and at ease and it just gently pushes that anxiety under a nice little soft bubble a bit. But once I find I'm slipping a little bit more into getting sleepy or a little bit woozy, I stop drinking and then I just start drinking water. I've only drunk Captain Morgan and Coke with some ice. I think it tastes pretty good. I haven't had a lot of Captain Morgan. I just have a personal preference for Kraken. Tennessee whiskey is pretty much the only whiskey that I can hold down straight. I haven't tested my mind with drinking rum straight, mainly because I haven't been lucky enough to have consecutive days off yet. You're drinking responsibly. Hell yes. And all of us should drink responsibly. And that's something I always say with the caveat, is that even though I greatly enjoy alcohol, and if you're of the legal age, enjoy responsibly. Always enjoy responsibly. I can drink legally in a couple of months, only ever have a cup of wine at a hotel with my family. It was nice at first and the alcohol hit. I'm a huge lightweight, hit me pretty bad. Oh no. Once you can drink legally, enjoy and pace yourself. There's no rush to dive into the deep end with like doing shots and getting yourself blasted straight out the gate. Enjoy experimenting with different alcohols responsibly until you find like some favorites that you like, some favorite drinks of yours, some favorite whiskeys. And if you're a bit of a lightweight, just take it easy, pace yourself. It's all good. Like, alcohol's fantastic, but it can become difficult for some people, and a problem for some people over time. So enjoy responsibly, and I hope you pick something very nice for your first legal drink in a few months. If you want to avoid getting buzzed quickly, personally, I make sure I have a decent meal and plenty of water, especially if I'm going to continue drinking the rest of the night. Absolutely. Absolutely, Shadow Fang. Which is why when you go out for a meal that's usually a heavy meal with a lot of like greasiness to it, like burgers, chips, steak, or stuff like that, anything that has a level of grease to it, that's why you can usually drink a lot more after having a meal like that, because the grease actually lines your stomach. So then the absorption of alcohol is slower, which is why when you go out for like beers and burgers with your friends, you can usually drink more because you're eating greasy foods at the same time, which help to soften the alcohol intake. So yes, if you're going to enjoy a night out drinking, always good to eat a good full meal beforehand. Post-drinking kebab, best remedy. Okay, I will say that, like, greasy food at 3 a.m. after you've been drinking with friends is one of the best things in the world, especially kebabs. But yes, Sunshine Cloud, they wanted a bit of drink, so let's do this one. Here. This works. Do you like coffee, Miss Bartender? Oh, Virgilio, are you about to ask Jill out? As weird as it may sound from a smoking bartender, no, I don't. Well, I get it. It's not for everyone. That cat boomer the other day. What about her? Still scared of her? Not really, but she looks so familiar. Maybe you're mixing her up with another cat boomer. No, that's not it. It's like that bandage girl last time. Even with the bandages, there's just something really familiar about her. Does he know something about the bank situation? Maybe you need to stop thinking about it. Answers usually come to you when you stop stressing out. You might be right. Well, I leave you for now, bartender. Thanks for everything. Please come again. Welcome to Valhalla. Oh, hello, Mr. Detective. Oh, you're back. Yay. Yay. And here we are, another mute person wandering into the bar. Anything I can get you? Gut punch. Okay? Gut punch for the silent detective. We can do that. Oops. Gut punch for you. Here. Oh, you got it right. Why are you surprised? So, what's up now? A bit of holiday blues, you could say. So you celebrate Mega Christmas? Why wouldn't I? You looked more like a Festivus kind of guy. Why does everyone keep saying that? Well, Festivus is a celebration going against the capitalist madness that is Mega Christmas. Okay, so there's two conflicting Christmases? And you know, cheapskate. If you have something to say, say it. I'll refrain. Although, now I think about it, Holiday Blues is not really tied to a specific celebration. Just the season. A season of consumerist craze. Mega Christmas is just a mockery of what the real Christmas once was. I mean, the season has slowly become enslaved to the corporations over time. You know, he's not wrong. Holiday spirit can only be manipulated so much. But then came that turbo male guy. He started a yearly tradition of dressing up like Santa in the ring. Turbo Male. That can't be his ring name. It is. Really? Such a tacky name was accepted? His partner was Buster Master and his rival was Dr. Chris Max. Tacky names were not a problem. I've really seen... Honestly, I've never watched Seinfeld. Like, it's one of those shows that they tell you, oh, it's like a cornerstone of like, you need to like watch it. But I'm just like, I haven't even finished Friends, you guys. Like, I'm so far behind with a lot of the classic comedies. Alucard Van Helsing, welcome to the Blue Rose Respite. I'm so glad you could join us this evening. Take a seat. I'm sure the chat will make you feel more than welcome. I'm so glad you could join us tonight. I mean, I knew there was a wrestler that dressed as Santa every year. I also knew that the guy became insanely popular and the stunt got out of control. And of course, that's the part everyone sings about. I've picked that up, Hayden, that it's kind of a very period-specific show. Like, a lot of comedy, like sitcom comedy, is quite dated to the period that it came out, which is why I'm kind of like, I'm fine skipping it. Santa became Nega Santa thanks to the Redmond family. No. Nega Santa sees the error of his ways and becomes the mighty Mega Santa, renaming the holiday Mega Christmas. And then every company jumped on the bandwagon and Christmas was Mega Christmas before anyone noticed. So if you're telling me that the guy who somehow managed to rename the holiday went by the ring name Turbo Male. Yep. That makes the whole holiday sound like a joke. The holiday is a joke. And you're telling me you don't celebrate Festivus? No, I don't. Do you know what kind of people celebrate Festivus? The kind that's so lame and bland that they can only talk about how they're better because they celebrate Festivus. Like, okay, the modern depiction of Santa in terms of, like, the certain classic attributes was definitely heavily taken from the commercialization of the holiday. In lieu, thanks to Coca-Cola. But there's a lot of ancient traditions when it comes to, Father Christmas archetypes from mostly around Europe. Me, personally, I will be celebrating Yule, just because as Christmas is going to be very, very, very quiet on my part. So I'm going to be taking it much more of a kind of a spiritual reflection and all that good stuff, as well as just hoping the Krampus has a field day this year, because I love me some Krampus. Is it okay if I call you Steph? Yes, you can call me Steph, Stephanie in the chat if you want to. You can call me Seraph, the Seraph of Stories if you want. But yes, just in casual chat, because I always try and keep up with the chat as best I can. Feel free to just call me Steph or Stephanie. Or Your Grace, if you want. Like those jerks who only eat Nuke and think they're better than everyone else. I see. Anything else I can get you? Get me a fringe weaver, will you? Sure, we can do that. Isn't it nice when they just... Oh, this one's got a lot of alcohol in it. Aged and mixed. Fringe weaver for you. Here. Right, thanks. So, any issues with the city lately? What's the word on the street? Shouldn't I be asking that? There's nothing new, really. The lynchings of White Knights stopped, so there's that. Really? Something about the armor. I haven't gotten much on that one yet. All in all, the madness of following the attack on the bank seems to have settled down a bit. That's good to hear. Have any other details about the attack emerged yet? All records of whatever happened there have been long deleted. Security cams, system logs, everything was wiped. Whatever happened there, it's become even more of a mystery now. I wonder if Say plans on testifying. Does anyone know if Say went there in the first place? Maybe the wiping of everything actually protects her somehow. Hey, bartender, you okay? Sorry, got distracted. There's not much to say, really. There's the odd silly rumor here and there. Like the vending machine's tasers malfunctioning and implying more strength. Oh, Shadow, that's awesome. It's always like super, super flattering whenever people write, whether it's fan fiction or poetry inspired by the content I create. So I can't wait to read it. Or that the writer of The Last Reign on the World is actually living their hero's brain in a jar. But those are the kinds of rumors you hear from crackheads. Crackheads might hold that one last piece of info you need, but you also hear crap like that. I see. We also met a brain in a jar, and he was actually very nice. Anyway, I'm leaving. Happy New Year, bartender. Please come again. Okay, then. Wait, she's out. Gil, you there? Yeah, taking a break? Let me know if someone comes in. I'm really curious to see how this game is going to end. Because it does feel like we're steadily getting towards the end. Oh, Alucard, thank you so much. That's so sweet of you. I'm really glad that you enjoy my YouTube channel and the content I make. There are multiple endings to this game, so we're just going to be doing the one playthrough. And we'll see what ending we get. But if you want to definitely see more endings, then I highly recommend getting this game. Things are pretty quiet outside. I'm just seeing if anything is popping out that we haven't listened to yet, but just trying. Like, Showtime, it sounds good, but I'm just worried it's going to be a little bit too bombastic. Oh, we'll put it in there, just in case. See how it goes. Kim, how's it going? Oh, Miss Kim. Just call me Kim. It sounds weird to be called Miss. You seem to be in a good mood. I got some money on Mega Christmas. Wouldn't you be happy? I guess. What can I get you? I'll have a beer. Okay? We could do that. Yes, if you like vampires, there is some plans in the works of bringing back Vampire the Masquerade, which I play on Scarlet Kingdom's Twitch channel. Nothing announced properly yet, but there has been some stuff in the works. I'm not going to be the one to announce it, that's completely up to Scarlet, but there has been some stuff in the works. Yes, and just check you got the ratios right. That looks right to me. So yes. Beer for Kim? Here. Thanks. So, how have you been doing? Pretty good, actually. My hair stopped falling out, my appetite is coming back. Yeah, since you left working for Ghonnathan, it's amazing. It's like your health has improved from that massive point of stress in your life being removed. I hadn't realized just how much the newspaper was weighing me on me until I quit. I suddenly stopped feeling defeated. I actually felt like I achieved a victory. Like I got a hold of my own life. So nice to hear. Oh yeah, I'll start bartending training in January too. Oh Kim, I'm so proud of you. Huh? Really? Yeah, I did some research and it sounded cool. BTC gives you many benefits, so it sounds like it's a good thing to do for the time being. I don't know if it's what I want to do for the rest of my life, but it's a good start. It'll give me some time to think on the next course of action. A bit of advice, don't go for BTC housing plans unless you absolutely have to. You have to sign a contract for at least 5 years of service, with a cut in pay and tips. Ooh, thank you for the hydrate check, Deadpool. Much appreciated. Thank you, thank you. And Zenshu got me up for the stretch check. Oh, Oh, my joints are so stiff. Oof. Thank you, thank you. I needed that. I was going to go for that one, but I backed out a bit at the last minute. How do you back down a bit? Well, I took the chances when the BTC found me an apartment. But instead of signing the BTC contract, I just asked for a regular one. I still have no idea how I got away with that one. I thought those apartments were built by them or something. Back in England they are. They have their own real estate companies. Apartment complexes where they have the means to give discounted rooms to employees. But in this city, Realty Newer holds an unspoken real estate monopoly. So BTC can't easily offer such promises. Oh. Realty Newer is a bit weird as far as companies go. Their name has become synonymous with quality, a brand built around certain expectations. But the truth is that Realty Newer has done little to no work in the last 10 years or so. Really? I mean, when they started, they managed to sell and build upon plots of land that everyone gave up on. They became a big name as far as real estate goes. But in reality, the company itself has actually done less than you think over the years. Most of the time, they're cashing in on their established properties or letting others work with them. I believe in the last 10 years or so, they've only started around 3 or 4 new projects. Yeah, I really need like a nice long soak in a hot bath or something like that. Like, I'm going to be taking some time off in the coming weeks, so I might be able to do that at some point. And they're all expansions of already established ones. You seem to know a lot about it. Nah, I just read a lot about it over time, especially after hearing my landlord ramble about them. I think it's all par for the course for real estate companies, really. But it's true that when you hear a name so much, you expect something, I don't know, different. But enough rambling on my side. You must be thirsty. Can I get you anything else? Let's try a sugar rush. Okay? Yeah, we have been serving a lot of sugar rushes recently. Try and take a staycation if hotels open back and get somewhere with a spa bath. Oh, that's actually a really good idea. Like, we're currently in another lockdown over in the UK, which includes like all restaurants, all unneeded necessary services are closed, like salons and beauticians and stuff like that. So I would love to do a staycation at a hotel that I really like in central London and go like the full spa treatment and everything, but unfortunately it's closed at the moment. Sugar rush for Kim. Here you go. Yay! Actually, Jill, I came here today to thank you. Me? Yeah, back when I first showed up here, I was in a really rough spot. I was shocked, I was tired, I was a total mess. I even said some really mean things, but you had patience with me. Not to mention you helped me cool down and your boss saved me. And I don't know, I felt like I had to tell you all that before the year ended. Much appreciated. Thanks. But anyway, how are you doing? Last time you were a bit off. I'm better now, thanks a lot. Glad to hear. It was weird to see you like that. It always felt like you were putting up a cool bartender act. It did? You don't? I don't. Are you sure? What you saw as a cool bartender act is what everyone else has described as being cold. I mean, cold and cool do mean the same, but... Nah, I don't try to put up that act. Sorry to disillusion you. I'm too much of a mess to do with such a thing. Huh. Disappointed? Surprised, actually. What led me to believe that you were putting on an act? And more importantly, how can I make use of it when I get assigned to a bar? I must investigate further. Good luck with that. Say, let's try something bubbly now. Alright, we can do a bubbly drink. Beer is always good. Maybe not a fringe weaver, just because that's got a lot of alcohol in it. A cobalt velvet is actually quite a good one. It's a bubbly one. All on the rocks and mixed. I just love the simplicity of the presentation for a Cobalt Velvet. Like, I'm not one for, like, over the top or, like, ridiculous ways of presenting drinks. But that's actually a really nice glass. It's a nice understated drink. Nice. Very nice. Cobalt Velvet. Bubbly drink. Yeah. Thanks. Hey, Jill. I'm gonna need some ice. Ah, boss. Boss? Oh, I know you. Thank you, thank you. Hey, nice to see you're fine. I'm more than fine. I'm alive. I'm here. I avoided my biggest mistake in my life thanks to your timely intervention. A bartender once made me what's called a Scooby snack. Pretty tasty. Oh, I'm curious about what was in that now. I don't know what overcame me. I just felt like everything was shouting. I couldn't stop the shouting, so I just felt like, thank you. Don't even mention it. I just did what I felt was right. Jill, ice please. Right. Are you alright? Did you see help? I know a couple of people that could help you. I think what might have happened is Dana actually may have talked Kim off of the top of a tall building, shall we say. She did seem in like a great amount of distress. She was passed out when she was first brought into the bar, but it does sound like that she was in a point of deep mental instability at that time, and Dana helped save her from doing something reckless and dangerous. So it's really, really nice to see Kim doing so much better. And like she knocked her out and brought her to the bar, yeah. Oh, a Scooby snack. That is 15 mils Midori lemon melon liqueur, 15 mils Malibu coconut rum, splash of pineapple juice, splash of whipped cream. Oh, that actually sounds really good. That sounds like a really good summer drink. Are you alright? Did you seek help? I know a couple of people that could help you. Don't worry, I'm perfectly fine. I've gone to a therapist a couple of times, but he says I'm okay. Something overcame me, but you intervened, and I don't know what to say. You already said thank you. Seeing that you're fine is more than enough for me. I should have come to thank you earlier. I owed you that at least. Don't worry, just go out and be happy. You have a second chance, so use it as best you can. I will. I'll be leaving. Happy New Year, Jill, and thank you again. Please come again. So, a couple of weeks ago, I read some news about a woman saving a suicidal girl, catching her mid-air. Would you know something about that, boss? Maybe, maybe not. Whoever it was probably just did it because it was the right thing to do. I'm sorry, our boss is the actual fucking best. Like, god damn it, Dana, why are you so amazing? And yes, I believe they are working on a sequel to Valhalla. Feeling lonely? That voice. Anna! You look familiar. Also, hi Joshua, how's it going? Welcome back to the Blue Rose Respite. I'm so glad you could join us this evening. Take a seat, enjoy yourself. I'm sure the chat will make you feel more than welcome. Hey Joe, long time no see. Really long time no see. Seriously, it feels like it's been over a year since I last saw you. I was planning on visiting you last week, but things got pretty heavy back then. So I just waited in the background until the tension wore off a bit. Earth to Joe, I'm talking to you here. If I ignore her, she'll leave. I'm not an unfathomable sense of dread. You just can't ignore me, you know? Julianne Stringray, I'm talking to you. Calm down. Don't fall for her taunts. How did you know my full name, though? I thought your full name was Juliana Natalie Stingray. Or did you legally remove the Natalie? Never mind that. Is she reading my thoughts? Yeah, I mean, they're kind of written in the middle of the screen. Hard not to see them, actually. Yes, she was on the first day of work, and you've seen her on occasion pop up here. So I'm like, really confused. Who is Anna? What is what is Anna? Hard not to see them, actually. Hey, Baronessa, how's it going? Welcome back. Good to see you. Alright, that's it. I'm going crazy. That's such a self-centered way to see the world. You assume that you're crazy because you can't accept that this world could be weirder than you think. This world is amazing because of the things you just can't explain. And just because only you experience something doesn't mean it's a lie or that you're crazy. I mean, just look at ASMR. Give me a second, this game's gonna give it too real for me. Thank you for the stretch check, Baronessa. I need to take a moment. Ooh. I'm feeling so attacked by this game, but let us proceed. No, I'm pretty sure that's what a crazy person would say in this scenario. You acknowledged me. Shit. That's good. I'm not serving you anything. Okay, Baronessa, it's getting to the point where it's like, I don't want to get my tin foil out and put on my head, but it feels like all of the games I've been picking have been purposefully calling me out, but then again, it's kind of a point of the game is to break the fourth wall, so I don't know. It's just like those extra like pinpoint moments where they call me out on something in particular. Then I'm just like visibly sweating and just too real, too real. I'm not serving you anything. What? Why? Last time you came, I had to clean the drinks I served you off the floor. Don't be like that. The drinks were also paid for with my money. I don't know how you did it, but that set any and all plans I had for the rest of the week off balance. I was gonna buy some curry with the money I'd put up for those drinks. Oh god, that's weird. That's weird. She doesn't shift her position like they normally do. Oh, this is weird. This is so weird, you guys. Dog duty done. I know we have slow days, but for God's sake. You okay? You look angry. I'm fine. Good job out there. I'm back. Oh, this is weird. She might just be in Jill's head. This is so weird. Oh, boss, what happened? Meeting cut short. At least I drank the the bottles. Are you okay? You look distraught. I'm fine. So they really can't see you. I mean, you're right in front of them. Excuse you, Anna. And you're wearing jeans under a skirt? Why? Just... why? To annoy people, of course. Hey, welcome back, Daniel! Is that a new trend? What does she think she's doing? Everyone feels like it's not quite right. Everyone thinks that they should call you out. But they can't bring themselves to do it, because it's not that wrong. There are things like spats after all. It's uncannily right, not all wrong, and they can't stop staring. Not like anyone other than me can see it, though. They could see it if they wanted to. Jill, you're making an awful lot of faces there. You okay? Yeah, just remembering stuff. Man, I miss not being crazy. Boss, I'm leaving early today. And you stay there. Who stays where? Crap, did I just... You have to be the first person I've met who mixes their inner and outer voice. I thought I saw one of those dogs near the counter. Sorry. Oh, okay. Can I leave a bit earlier today? Sure. Thanks for taking care of the fort. What about me? You haven't left yet. I'll thank you when you leave. That's not what I... Whatever. Okay. We did good. We did good. We had flawless service. I'm still a little bit worried that we're not going to have enough money by the end of it, but we'll just see how we do. Rent is due on the 30th. Please make sure your account has the necessary 10,000 or you'll be evicted. Looking at the poster, Jill managed to get Gabby off her mind, even if just for a little bit. Have a nice day. Okay, we don't need to buy anything today. That's good. So we just need to keep saving money. Euro new season. It's finally here. I can't believe I'm alive for this day. Thank you, based God. All boards report in. What are the boards, you idiot? Nice. More stupid moblobs. YY gets new season, but the actual best YY is still up in the air. My internet service gets cut off tomorrow because I can't afford it anymore. Get a job, you stupid neat. Oh god, here we go. Prepare hot cocoa, sit in comfy couch, put on my favorite mega crisp sweater, see snow falling outside, turn on the heater, get my blanket, watch glorious YY, and fall asleep until, when it ends. I wish I was this comfy. Oh, honestly, this is giving me great ideas on how I'm going to spend next month. I'm going to make delicious hot chocolate, make gingerbread cookies, and make amazing food on Christmas. Okay, so all these are new. Biker gang arrested us after vandalism during protests by Lana Smithy. The members of one of the largest biker gangs in the Motor City sector were arrested after the group's leader and her entourage were found on the site of a protest last Friday. Their leader, commonly known in the streets as Christine Love, declared to the press that they were unjustly arrested and that her gang was only there to defend protesters from the White Knights. They're afraid of us. They know they can't take us down in the streets, so they've used protesters as a shield, and we had no option but to surrender, Love told AE during a phone conversation. They're currently detained and waiting for trial. The formal charges are unknown so far. Parliament discusses anime influence. Correction, guys, this is the best timeline. By Lana Smithy. During an unusual meeting held at Parliament today, delegates discussed the effects of anime on the population. It's nothing but filth, trash, a representative for the Workers' Party yelled during the meeting. If I could choke every single writer and animator out there, I'd do it. I'd choke them with my own enhanced hands. Several anime studio heads have responded to the news. I think they would ban it if it wasn't bringing so much money into the local market, Yamake, a producer, told the Augmented Eye during a phone interview. I do agree that anime is trash, but I'll save the genre. You can trust me. Taylor the Brain, tired of name changes requests by Lana Smithy. A couple of weeks ago, we wrote that Taylor, one of the brains from the Solar Anime Project, one of the highlights from the interview was that that was unfortunately stripped from the finished version, was a stray comment about how many people asked Taylor to change their name to Brian on a regular basis. I know people... I need the can because we remember Taylor. I know many people try to be funny, but I won't change my name for a punchline, Taylor told the AE team. I like the name Taylor, and there's nothing wrong with Brian. I just won't be part of the joke. My life is worth more than that. Taylor is currently looking at their chances of becoming a senator in the upcoming electoral season. If you don't remember, Taylor was the amazing brain in the jar who was a smooth motherfucker. And agreed, Dark Scholar, anime is a gift from heaven, and it should be treasured. See, even Jill's excited. Save. Save. Alright, let's head into work. Tuesday, December 27th. Good evening. Hey Jill, let's have a New Year's party this Saturday. Isn't that a bit soon? Why? Did someone famous get killed at a New Year's party? No, I mean... Never mind. Sure, I'm in for it. Great. And Gil? He's coming too. I mean, it's not like he has anything else to do. Hey. No, I mean, where's he? He was escorting a client of his to the station. He should be back any second now. Back. See? So, you coming to the New Year's party too, Gil? Anime's the best thing since sliced bread. No, sliced bread is kind of the bee's knees. Okay, like, bread is on its own is a gift. Like, sliced bread is pretty fucking fantastic as well. But having homemade fresh bread that you get to slice yourself in as thick a slices as you want, just... that's some good shit. It's not like I have anything else to do, so... I told you. We're depressing people. Oh yeah, the kid from the other day, Gabby I think you called her, asked me to give you this. I believe it's a note. A note? Gabby? Let's see. First of all, I want to apologize for my behavior before. I was still hurt by my sister's death. Oh, Gabby was the younger sister of Jill's ex, who passed away. Oh shit. Oh, oh, I'm glad that I'm making you guys like imagine that delicious, fresh out of the oven bread, like a baguette where it's got that beautiful crackling crust, and you can cut the slices nice and thick with warm butter spread across them, with some special homemade strawberry jam. Just, Everyone take a moment and enjoy the moment of imagining bread. Fresh, delicious bread. Oh no, if this was bread ASMR, I'd have a baguette right here that I could just crackle into the microphone. I was still hurt by my sister's death, and it wasn't fair to take out all the stress on you, let alone put the blame on you. And so it feels weird to ask this of you after how I treated you, but I really want to talk to you. I want to catch up, to chat for a while, to do what you were going to do with me before I lashed out. I want to understand this freedom you talked about, the fear that drove you to a fight with my sister. Hey, Comsteindruff, how's it going? Welcome back to the Blue Rose Respite. I'm so glad you could join us. Take a seat, unwind and relax with us. We're all having a good time. I'll go back to the bar on the 31st. I won't take much of your time. If you don't want to see me at all after that, after all that, I'll understand. But please, I really want to talk to you, Gabby. Wow, that girl has a big vocabulary. She was always a smart one. Yes, look up Red ASMR and see if you can find that, like, because honestly, that delicious crackle of bread, like fresh, proper French bread, is like a siren's call to my ears. Just, it's so good. The thing is, I made some loaves of bread a few months ago. The thing is, I live on my own. So I ate 2 loaves of bread in 2 weeks, which was delicious, don't get me wrong. But I gained so much weight. The 31st is written in different handwriting. Oh yeah, she asked me when you would be here and relatively free, so I told her about the party. Oh, thank you so much for dropping tonight. Bye tonight, Dark Scholar. Be sure to follow on my Twitch channel for when I go live again, and we would love to have you back. For those of you who don't know, I've collaborated with Dark Scholar in the past, and their debut video has come out on their YouTube channel, so be sure to check them out. They're really, really awesome. I also assumed you'd say yes to the party, which might not have been the best idea now that I think about it. But boss, I'm having second thoughts about coming to the party. What? Why? Because I really don't want to face Gabby again. Now it's coming back to me what drove me to never go back and apologize after all these years. Shadow Tom, you're not wrong though. Like, I gained weight, but it was worth it for the sheer bliss of that fucking good bread. I was so proud of it because it just turned out so perfectly. Fear and shame. Shame because I know I made a hideously stupid mistake and it's painful to face your mistakes. And fear of what they might say. With Lenore, we never broke up formally, so I was always afraid that if we were to meet again, she'd break up with me. And I don't want Gabby to tell me that she hates me to my face. Lenore was in the right to break up with me, and Gabby's in the right to hate me. But I honestly don't want her to. Maybe if I never see her again, she'll never tell me that, and... Jill, you idiot! Huh? You're thinking backwards. Didn't the letter say she wanted to understand you? If you bail out on this, she will hate you. Not only that, but you're getting a new chance here. Do you want to live the rest of your life running from another memory? Didn't you just say to Armitage that you hated feeling like that? Oh, Shadowfang, you're not wrong. Like, the second, like, Lenore, I was like... Adorable vampire wife? Oh, I love the name Lenore. It's such a nice name. Armitage? Titty hacker. Her name is Alma, Dana. Like, come on. Alma, right. I don't know what happened when you fought with that girl's sister, but now you have a chance to make amends. And not only that, you have us watching your back. So I want you to think about this. One day of fear or a lifetime filled with regret. Which one do you pick? Okay, I'm kind of loving that this is being a topic of conversation that's being brought up, because honestly, this is something, a philosophy that I've really been trying to stick to with my own life. Example, I had a really, like, let's say a tricky relationship with someone that I cared very much for, and where I kind of said I really liked them, they didn't reciprocate, and so things were like consistently awkward. I felt like it was consistently awkward between us, and then I couldn't say anything about it because things were just, it was just weird. And so years went by, and then, but the whole time our circles of friends were getting closer and closer together, so I knew it was going to be inevitable for us to cross paths again in one form or another. So rather than like being awkward and hopping from one foot to the other, I bit the bullet and messaged him like, hey, can we clear the air? And he was absolutely amazing about it, like, and a super nice answer. And yeah, we've just been able to breathe a breath fresh of air into the whole relationship and just a clean slate and all that. And I wouldn't have had that if I just stayed silent and stayed anxious about what they would or wouldn't say. Like, what is essentially went boiling down to, what have I got to lose? Like, they're already not talking to me, so they just not continue talking to me, or do I take the chance and we might be able to start afresh? Thankfully, it was the latter. Like, definitely it's not an easy thing to do, because trust me, I have so much anxiety about messaging people over stuff like that. But if their relationship is important enough to you, having those few seconds of courage to press send is so worth it. Because, like, worst case scenario, they'll block you or ignore you or not respond to you. And best case scenario, you guys have a talking point. And then you can kind of go from there. So, yes, I love it that this is being brought up as a topic of conversation in this game. Yeah. Yeah, you're right. I hated feeling like that. I won't run away this time. Good, because I would have gone to your apartment and dragged you out of there if need be. Hey, boss? Thanks. That's what friends are for? Yeah. Anyways, let's start the day. It's never easy, but there are far worse things out there. Absolutely, I agree, Shadowfang. Time to mix drinks and change lives. Seriously though, it's the second note that always stirred such feelings in me. Second one? 2 weeks ago I got a note in the mail. This one from Lenore. Was that the envelope you took away from me in a panic? Yep. You haven't opened it? Why not open it with Gabby? You're facing one fear, might as well face the other. Maybe. Don't push her, Chief. I'm not. I just know she's capable of doing all that. I'll go secure stuff for the party. Call me if you need anything. Keep it up, Jill. Thanks. Stella! Oh, love Stella so much. Cat waifu, I love you. Pat, pat, pat. Happy holidays. Someone's happy. We held a party for the staff and their children. You should have seen the faces of those kids receiving gifts. Nabbing that Santa suit at the last minute the other day was totally worth it. Santa dresses have been popular this year. Oh yes, I'm hoping that she invites Stay and Stella to the New Year's party, please. Like, I want to pet her ears so badly as well. Like, Shadowfang's actually, I'm the same. I'm just like, I want to do like the kitty ear scritch thing so bad. Just, she's so cute. I heard they were sold out in most places. There was this weird shortage of Santa suits, but luck was on my side this year. Sorry for that outburst. I'm sorry, she's just so cute when she blushes. I'm sorry, I need a second. She's so cute. I can't. I just can't. Just kitty scritches. Sorry for that outburst. Why you look so happy? I felt happy too. You shouldn't hide your happiness. Anyway, can you give me a cobalt velvet, please? Sure. We can do that because you're amazing. Cobalt velvet for Stella. Here. Thanks. Are you meeting with Say today? She should be here in a bit. Is Say coming? Please! She told me she wanted a drink here, and since I was coming here too. Sadly, I can't stay for long. I have some errands to run. How has she been lately? She's better. Her wounds have been healing really nicely. If only she stopped scratching at her bandages so often. What about her eye? Eye? Oh, hers. Sorry. It'll take longer to heal, but as long as it's kept clean, there should be no problem. But to be honest, I'm more worried about her emotional wounds. She doesn't show it, but she's had depressive bouts from time to time. And who can blame her? Her life changed completely. The job she loved no longer exists, and she was used as a disposable pawn in the whole bank affair. I'm afraid it will make her go back to her old ways. Old ways? There was a rough spot when Say was a teen. Her mom's clinic was about to close. Then her biological father, who was an asshole, showed up. And the teachers at her school didn't help. Say was not a slow learner by any means, but her way of learning stuff is different. She needs equivalences to things she knows. She needs to get a bit in her mindset. Once you get this, she's a fast learner, but schools don't have that kind of patience. They basically branded her a failure. She even dropped out. I would have suggested a special course somewhere else, but that would have offended her. She's always been against being labeled as special or different. Anyway, Say was totally different during that period. Pfft. Foul-mouthed, short-fused, always frowning, the total opposite of how she is nowadays. David, how's it going? Welcome to the Blue Rose Respite. I believe it's your first time in here, so welcome, welcome. Be sure to take a seat, enjoy yourself. I'm sure the chat will make you feel more than welcome. Oh, Talon, are you feeling called out by Say's backstory? From time to time, I see that old look across her face and it scares me. You're comparing her to her teen self, though. People mature. Maybe she'll show signs from time to time, but I bet Say knows better than to go back to that. I hope so. Get me something cold and sweet, will you? Sure. Cold and sweet, we can do that. We need something that's on the rocks and is sweet. Yeah, a moonblast, I think. It's all on the rocks and blended. On the rocks and blended. Please be right. There we go. Here. Thanks. This is the kind of stuff Say asks for, you know? Now that you mention it. So I take it Say's family situation isn't exactly fine and dandy, huh? It's a mess they've tried to fix over time, and I'm glad to say they've actually done it. Say's mom had a really abusive relationship with Say's biological father. Sadly, like many women in that situation, she just tried to justify his actions. But apparently, things got nasty when Say's mom, Miss Emmy, got pregnant. At that point, she had an epiphany, one could say. She didn't want that guy to raise her child, so she finally sought help. Things weren't so easy, though. Before the authorities could take him away, Miss Emmy got a serious beating from him. She still uses a cane to walk, thanks to that. She moved here, Say was born. She started her veterinary clinic. So did he come back? He was drunk and couldn't find any drugs, so he made it to the city. Like, I can't stop staring at her eyes. Her eyes and her ears. He caused a ruckus for a couple of days until Say managed to scare him off. How? She beat him to near death. 3 times. Okay, that sounds like Say. Absolutely. Sorry, I shouldn't laugh, but... Oh, don't worry, I laugh too. The dramatic irony there is delicious. I've been wondering, can you really be so calm in the lower parts of the city? I mean, the streets are not exactly safe. And a cat boomer is sure to become a target. I want to scratch your ears so badly. I want to just kind of like sit behind her and just like kind of be in a slightly more elevated position from her, just so I can do like the kitty ear thing. I want to do that so badly with her ears. She's so cute. I love this game. Well, I have my security staff with me at all times, so there's no problem. Besides, this part of the city is comfier. Come again? Sure, uptown is cleaner and maybe more secure, but it's also too sterile. Around here, you can actually feel the warmth of the people. You feel there's people living. I especially like going to a busy food stand. I feel a warmth there that uptown doesn't have. It's also easier to talk to people. You finally came. Welcome. Say! Oh, it's so good to see you. If you try to talk to someone in the upper part of the city, they either shrug you off or flat out ignore you. People around here are a bit wary, but they're also more likely to talk to you. Not that things aren't nice here, though. Can I get you something? I feel like having a beer. Make that 2. But I just want 1. I'm asking for one for me, adding 1 to your order. Oh, that. Right. 2 beers for the girls. Fuck yes! I love these 2. Just double checking. Beers. Here. Thank you. Thanks. Say, you should have seen the kids after you left. They were all playing with the toys you picked. You nailed it again this year. They were all asking, where's Say? Where's Say? Why do they call you just Say when they call me Auntie Stella? Oh, I love love these two so much. Also, I'm at padding height. Guys, I can kind of like scratch your ears a little bit. I'm so happy. Scritch to scritch. Oh, Talon, I hope you're okay. Let me know after the stream if you want to talk for a bit, because especially if that brought up some ugly memories for you. I hope you're okay, dude. I don't look that old. Don't worry, they still like you. Sorry I had to leave. Mom worked overtime that night and I couldn't leave her alone. What happened? Well, there were fireworks and some dog thought it'd be safe to hide in a jar. The little guy managed to get his head and a paw inside before getting stuck. Okay, Talon, still after the stream, I'll see if I can... I'll try to message you, okay? Just check that you're okay, because you're my friend. I want to make sure you're doing okay. And it was plastic, so they couldn't try to break it. That's messy. She needed someone to hold the dog while she worked. Poor fella was scared. Well, I'm out. Oh, yeah. Yes! I was going to say, Jill, don't forget to invite them. We'll have a New Year's party this Saturday if you want to come. Sure, it's better than depressing myself with Dad's words about the next fiscal year. I'll be there. Bye, Jill. Bye, Say. Careful. Please come again. You want to come too? I'd love to. I'll also make up for not coming last time. How was the party? Pretty nice. We played Truth or Dare. Dad had some fun, broke some glasses. I ate lots and lots of food. Seriously, looking back, the amount of food was ridiculous compared to the number of people who were there. Better leftovers than left hanging, don't you think? Yeah, that's a great way to put it. Can I get you something? Let's try something classy. Okay? Something classy. We can do that. There's a bit too much alcohol in that, I think. Oops. I want to make her a Brantini, because it's a sweet, classy, happy, and she seems to like sweet drinks. Let's do this one. Yeah, I'm trying to prioritize the most expensive drinks. So I think the Brantini is kind of roughly the same. Yeah, it's $2.50, which is about the same amount as most of the other ones. Oops. I fucked up. Brantini. Something classy. Yep, this is the thing. Stella came in quite cheery about Sunday. This Sunday? Oh, yeah. Well, you know, her birthday is actually the 25th. Really? There's a weird story from when she was a kid. She heard Mega Santa's story and somehow she got it into her head that by being born on the 25th, she was the spiritual reincarnation of the original Santa. That made her start giving out gifts like crazy. Oh, Stella's so sweet. She got over it, but the gifting stuck to her. Spiritual reincarnation? Well, the story says the Redmond family destroyed Santa's spirit, and that Mega Santa was reborn as a manifestation of the Christmas spirit. She thought she was the old Santa spirit in a new body. That girl was delusional as a kid. Huh. Speaking of things you did when you were young, Stella mentioned she's worried about you going back to your old ways. Something about a rough period where you were angry or something? Oh, that. It's sweet that she's worried, but I won't go back to those days just like that, though. Even if I face the same situation, I'm more mature, you know? I'm not a teen anymore. Exactly. Exactly. Good on you, Say. Expected as much. Told her as much. Hey, can you make me something bubbly? Sure. Let's make something bubbly. Fringe Weaver. I think a Cobalt Velvet. Something bubbly for a bubbly girl. We can do that. Here. Bubbly, bubbly. Hey Jill, this might seem a bit random, but do you remember the first time I came here? Yeah, you're the second white knight I've served. I remember. Why? Precisely because of that. I've been meaning to ask you about that story. How was your other experience with the white knight? If I had to put it simply, the total opposite of you. Oh? She came here as part of her work, looking for information on a case. I went through the motions, offering her a drink and all that, but she came only for her job. At first I thought she was just another private eye, but she showed me her badge and all. What kind of case was it? I wouldn't know. She never told me, but she asked if I saw some people. She got pretty intense when I told her I had no idea who she was talking about. I suggested she ask the vending machines outside, and they told her the suspect climbed on them. She got her info and she left. Pretty professional, if a bit intimidating. She seemed personally invested in the case, though. The way she lost her cool was suspicious. You seem to be pretty good at reading people, Jill. It kind of makes me jealous. Nah, I'm not good at that. It's just a coincidence that I noticed it. But you noticed it. I'm not good at reading people, even if the cue was thrown in my face, I wouldn't be able to see it. I'm sure you can compensate with another skill. Any particular reason you asked me about that event? Not really. I just found the fact that I was the only other white knight you've served weird. I mean, really? Just two? Weird, I know. I've spent most of my life with almost no interactions with white knights until I met you. Means you've had a nice life then. That sounded creepier than I thought. A bit, yeah. Well, I'm done for today. Thanks, Jill. I love those two so much. Please come again. I'll go take my break, girl. Sure. Oh, it's always a delight when Say and Stella come in, and I'm so glad they're coming to the New Year's party. Yay. I love all the characters in this game. They're so cute and so wholesome. Oh, David, thank you so much for the host. I really, really appreciate it, dude. I wonder if I left food for Foray. Okay, I'm here. Ooh. Are we going to see some more Strange Lilum action? Dorothy? You won't get through the bar anytime soon. You can stop walking. Honey. You want something? The usual, I guess. Usual. I wonder what's wrong with her, though. Okay, guys, can you remember what Dorothy's usual is? Is it like a... Was it like a fluffy cloud or something? Or a fluffy dream? Or was it a star blast? I can't remember. It's been a while, so I need your help. Okay, Piano Woman is her favorite drink. Her usual, though, is a sugar rush. That actually sounds familiar. Okay, I'm gonna go with your suggestion, Naui, just because I have no idea, and I'm gonna make a Piano Woman. Hopefully this is the right one. Here. This is nice. 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 Nice? Okay, you're freaking me out. What's up with you? Hey, honey. How do you know what's real? How so? I mean, how do you know if what you see is an actual thing? How can you tell what you see around you is actually happening? What tells you everything is not actually a fabrication? What tells me I'm not just a simulation in a computer? And those ponderings brought you to the bar. What? Oh, I'm in the bar. Am I? Dorothy? So you're having a solipsistic crisis of sorts? Soliphism, the theory that the self is the only thing that can be known to exist. See, that's another thing here, that word. Soliphism, what does it mean? Where the hell did it come from? Well, solus means alone and ips means self. Yes, but how did it come to be? Do you expect me to believe that a lot of people just randomly decided to make noises? And decide, hey, let's make this noise mean this. It doesn't make sense. Words don't make sense. I've been repeating words for a long time and they've stopped making sense. Why? Calm down, that's just semantic satiation. Stop making up words, honey. And then there's this counter. How can I be sure the counter is really here? It is. Please stop tapping it. Hold on, just making sure. I should make her a drink. At the very least, I'll have something to throw at her. Let's make her a sugar rush. Yeah, sugar rush probably good for her. Stop tapping the counter so much. I'm this close to throwing this at your face. Sorry. So let's start from the beginning. Since when did you have this existential crisis? Since earlier today, I think. But I don't know. It was all too sudden. I was thinking about everything that happened from a week ago until now. Oh, David, is it really late where you are? It's about 9:30 or so over here in the UK. But I know there's some people who are watching this stream all the way in Australia as well. I was thinking about everything that happened from a week ago until now. How much fun I was having. How much I loved everyone around me. And out of nowhere the thoughts started piling up in my mind. What is love? What is fun? Are those feelings real? Is all of that real? Am I real? Oh, Talon, it's all good. It's all good. I just hope you're doing okay, okay? We're all here to, like, have fun and a good time together, but we want to make sure that you're doing okay as well, alright? Crying Jello, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the Blue Rose Respite. You are now one of my lovely Lost Tales, and you are most welcome here. Take a seat, enjoy yourself. I'm sure the chat will make you feel more than welcome. I know, the moment I read that, I was like, I'm gonna let the chat do it. What is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more. What tells me I'm actually in a body? What if I'm just some computer somewhere thinking it has a body? What if I'm just a human girl in a comatose dream? What tells me that you're real? Huh? For all I know, I might just be a figment of someone's imagination. Or even just an AI simulation in some computer that thinks it's a human. I've been there, Dorothy. That existential doubt and crisis, that uncertainty about whether or not things are real. It was a couple of months only, but I remember having panic attacks and scratching my arm to feel something. But the panic attack gave me a rush of adrenaline, so I couldn't feel the scratch and the fear got worse. What did you do to get over it? Oddly enough, I read a book. The Last Reign in the World, one of my favorites. At one point I cried with the book and I realized I was crying over fake things, a story and its characters. I didn't care less for them because they were fake. Why not think of reality like that too? Even if I'm a figment of someone's imagination, I'd still care about you. That's what I told myself at least. It wasn't immediate, but that focus helped me. Huh, I like it. Hey, can I take this drink? I made it for you. Thanks. Okay then. Oh, Dorothy. Yes. Snap yourself out of your senses. Phew. Why did you throw it on your head? To feel something you made. And? It burns. And itches a bit. I'll get you a towel. Delivery for Dana's... Oh, I've been here before. Hey! I remember you. I remember you. You Kira-looking motherfucker. Mr. Mario, welcome back. I have a delivery for Dana Zane. Who's that? She's my boss. I'll get it for her. Right. Sign here, please. It's a big package. I wonder what's inside. You should open it. If it's something perishable, maybe it'll need to be refrigerated. Let's see. It's a wiener? A really big wiener. What has this game become? Is it because Dorothy's in the room? Don't. Hey, honey. The big package had a big wiener inside. God damn it, this game. What will your boss do with such a thing? I don't know, she'll cook it, perhaps she'll chop it? Honey. Seems the wiener is too big to eat correctly. Stop. I have to read these fucking lines, you guys. Maybe you could prepare some right now. This isn't a beach, it's a bathtub. God damn it. What do you say, honey? Do you want some of your boss's wiener? I'm sorry, I can't take myself seriously right now. This is what the Friday streams are for. This is like some monster camp energy. Seriously, Jill? She's the one making jokes. And you're the one trying not to laugh too hard at them. Anyway, we all know if we dare cook this without her permission, she'll hang us upside down. She'll hang me upside down. Hey, jacket boy, what's your name? I'm Mario. Come on, Mario. I'll buy you a drink. He might have another delivery, you know. This is the last one, actually. I'll accept your offer. I'll have a sunshine cloud. And you? I'm fine. Yay, sunshine cloud. We can do that. Oh yeah, I'm the same. I'm like, oh shit, here we go again. Sunshine cloud. Here. Thanks. Hey, call me Dorothy. You can also call me darling for the right amount. Yeah, Dorothy, why did you buy me a drink? Just to let you know, I don't swing that way. What way? Lila? I'm a man's man. I like men, okay? Not that there's anything wrong with liking women, but... Oh, don't worry. I wasn't hitting on you. I was thanking you. Thanking me? Your package let me see Honey here laughing like an idiot. It's easier than you think. I'm really glad you were able to make it to tonight's stream as well, Shadow. I love this game so much. I'm glad you guys are having a good time tonight. It's easier than you think. That made me happy, and I don't know, it fit with what she was telling me earlier. I'm more calm than when I entered. Glad to help, I guess? Well, duty calls. Bye, Mario. Bye, John. Bye, honey. Enjoy your big wiener. Out with you. She seems like a nice girl. Skorak, thank you so much for the 3-month resub. Thank you so much for your continued support. I really, really appreciate it. And thank you so, so much. Also really glad I made it today. I'm really glad you're able to make it tonight too. I hope you're having a wonderful time tonight. Be gone, bot! Be gone, bot! No, tell him don't apologize for that. That made me laugh. That was great. I don't mean for it to sound like I get it. Don't worry. You like guys. It's clear. Speaking of, you like motorcycles, don't you? I do, yeah. Have you been to the motor district? I spend all my free time in the motor district, actually. Why? Is it true what they say about all the illegal races going on there? You're not a cop, are you? If it beeps, it's a bot! As far as I remember, no. Well, I mean, there are illegal races, but there are also semi-legal league going on there. Semi-legal? The authorities acknowledge that there's races going on. They don't know what goes in on them, though. What goes in on them, however. Modified engines, casualties, substance abuse. The illegal ones end up being safer in the end. Huh. Have you heard about a biker called Christine Love? Miss Love, of course. Everyone knows who she is. What about her? Oh yes, Talon. Honestly, dad jokes and cheesy puns are welcome in this chat and in my streams, so yes, keep them coming. What do robots wear when it snows? Roboots! God damn it. Is our gang as dangerous as they say? That was so good, Daniel. Thank you. I don't know. Nobody knows. Sorry. Excuse me. Excuse me? They look intimidating enough, but truth is that no one has faced them directly. Moreover, nobody wants to be the one that gets beaten to a pulp if they turn out to be what they seem. So a gang is just there, menacingly doing their own thing, not bothering anyone. Oh. Do you want anything else? I'll have a piano man. Alright. We can do that. We can do that. Where do robots sit? On their robottoms! And mix. Sing us a song, you're the piano man. Here. Yeah, this is nice. This will sound weird, but do you believe in replibots? Replibots? There's a belief that some Lilim out there are designed to perfectly replicate a particular human. That someone or something replaces those humans with such Lilim. How do robots eat guacamole? With microchips! Oh, I want guac now so badly. God, I would kill for some good guac. If you kick a robot in the pelvic center, does that mean you kicked it in the nuts and bolts? In its nuts and bolts? God damn it. That someone or something replaces those humans with such Lilim. Thus they call them replibots. You know a lot about this. I don't. It's in most magazines nowadays. Well, it's the first time I've heard of it. What about it? On my way here, I almost ran over my neighbor. He just showed up in the middle of the street. And I say almost because he moved really quickly out of the way. Then I went to deliver a package and somehow my neighbor was there, almost immediately after the whole thing. And he was there the whole time. Maybe it was someone that looked like him? He had the same looks, clothes, and mannerisms. Trust me, you know a perfect replica when you see one. And you also saw that kid Lilim there. They could easily pass off as humans. There are even Lilim idol singers nowadays whose voices can pass off as human. Do androids dream of electric sheep? Very good question. Very good question. But dreams, like many things, are lost to us like tears in rain. They could be passing off as humans under our very own noses, replacing us little by little. At this point in time, I really doubt it. Lilin behavior is a bit different. You can easily tell someone's a Lilin because they seem... How do I put this? Yep, honestly, I grew up listening to the Blade Runner soundtrack a lot because it was one of my dad's favorite soundtracks, so we listened to a lot when we were driving. So one of the tracks in the original Vangelis Blade Runner soundtrack is pretty much the whole Tears and Rain speech. So that is just... That and the musical cue is just drilled into my mind so hard. I love that movie so much. And Blade Runner 2049 I need to watch sometime as well. Rewatch. I saw it at the movies, but I haven't seen it recently. I need to rewatch it. How do I do this? How do I put this? They don't care about risk and danger as much as we do. They treat risks with a lot more leniency. Still, be careful. Keep an eye out for uncanny doppelgangers. I'm leaving. Thanks for everything. Please come again? What's your take on the Replibot thing? Do you believe in them? Do you? Not really, but I asked you first. When I was in high school, I had this irrational fear of aliens. I was paranoid they would come. What would I do then? I remember I lost lots of sleep because of it. That doesn't answer my question. Let me finish. After many months of fear, I reached a conclusion that might as well apply here. It's useless to be afraid. I'm but a simple woman. I wish I wouldn't be able to do that shit against them. So I'd rather live without being afraid. Because of memories of not being afraid, they will be my only solace when nebulae crabs invade. I mean, when the Replibots come. Jill, are you still afraid of aliens? What part of it's useless to be afraid didn't you catch? Right. Back. Did anything happen? I discovered I have the sense of humor of an 8-year-old. Did anything new happen? Hey! They brought you a package. Ah yes, my curated wiener. It's a gift from my folks. It was delayed in customs, but here it is. You guys want some of it? Ha ha ha! Yes. Jill. I think Jill has the same sense of humor as myself and the rest of the chat, so... Yes. Yes. That's a new one. Had no mistakes. We did good, you guys. Total funds. We're already up at 6 grand. We're doing really good, you guys. Rent is due on the 30th. Please make sure... your account is the necessary 10,000 or you'll be evicted. We're doing really good so far. We've still got like 2 full days of work ahead of us, so we should have the funds in time. You've been chuckling since yesterday, Wiener. Stop playing games that call us out. Hayden, I don't pick these knowingly. They tend to have maybe a fourth wall breaking thing, but you know, it feels weird when I personally am being called out by the game I'm playing. That's weird. For some robots, it's hard for them to go floppy to a hard drive. Oh, god damn it. What's the time? 9:30. Because I usually wrap up in like 15 minutes or so, but I'm thinking like maybe we should do one more day, but I'm kind of tired. To be fair, I did vote for this. Yeah, you brought this on yourself if you voted for this game on my Discord. God damn it, guys, you're telling me to get some sleep, but I don't know, do I? Give me a second, I just want to check something. Yes, Alucard, I do have a Discord. You do have to be a Twitch subscriber or a patron of the Whiskey tier or higher in order to join. But yes, we do have a Discord. Okay, you guys are telling me to be responsible and go get some sleep, so I will listen to your advice for once, and I think this is a good point where we can wrap up tonight. Oh, David, thank you so much for the follow. Thank you so much for the follow. You are now one of my lovely lost tales, and you are most welcome here. I'm so glad you decided to swing by and join us tonight. Okay, what I'll do is I'll read the new articles that are in for the Augmented Eye and the forum posts, and then we'll wrap it up for the evening if that sounds good with you guys. Rot General Brutus, thank you so much for the follow. You are also now one of my lovely lost tales, and you are most welcome here. Thank you so much for joining me tonight, guys. Because, yeah, ending on a story of a nice, well-seasoned wiener, I think is, like, the best way to go out, let's be honest, guys. But let's read up on any new posts, and then we'll call it a night, okay? Like, this game is, like, it has those moments of that really right in front of my salad energy, like, I'm totally fine with this. Ooh, this is interesting. That bar called Valhalla. Is it any good? I need a place to unwind after work. Normies are taking over, huh? Everyone is in neat like me. Anyway, place is cool, but the bartender can be a bit of a dick. Also, never been there, so I wouldn't know. Is she cute? I can take it if she's cute. She's cute, but I think she's a bit full of herself. The guy seems a bit more of a bro. I see you already had a conversation with her. Did she reject your advances? Nah, I just heard from the distance. So, is that a no? Kind of. I mean, if you're going there just to chat. I just want a place to chill for a bit and meet new people. Can I smoke there? Is there any bar from the BTC where you can smoke? No. Bummer. Well, I think I'm going next time. Sounds good enough for me. That's interesting. A post about the establishment. Ooh, good question, Daniel. Let me just double check my schedule. I believe it is next Sunday is my live narration night. Yes, next Sunday, I won't be streaming this. I will be hosting my live narration over on my Discord, but then we'll be resuming Valhalla the week after next. And yes, Foray takes no prisoners at all. It knows that Jill's just a little bit full of herself. Just a little bit. YIIK, the final remaster, leads the video game charts by Lana Smithy. The newest remaster of 2016's Y11K IIK, a post-modern RPG, opens the charts this week with 3.5 million copies shipped on its launch day. Other titles this week include new releases such as Hatsune Miku. Miku, Miku, you can call me Miku. Blue hair, blue eye, why hiding in your Wi-Fi? Other titles this week include the new releases such as Hatsune Miku Project Remaster and Sting's Fate Remastered. Full charts including lifetime sales, YIK the final remaster, Hatsune Miku Project Remaster at 1.5 million, YIK at 3.5 million. Sting's Face Remastered, Water Pro Wrestling G, dang it, Paul. Interesting. Sadly, I don't think I'm able to make maybe because I'll be on the road back to McCall to rush home. Oh, it's all good, Shadowfang. It's all good. I know lots of people have their own stuff going on with their lives, so if you're not able to make it to a stream or to my live narration, I completely understand. It's all good. Woman marries an anime fellow. Nobody is actually surprised. Why is this game continuing to call me out, you guys? Like, God damn it. I remember a time when wacky stuff like this made a lot of headlines, but even though I'm reporting on it, I can't help but think how mundane it's become. I mean, we live in a world where you can just plug into the internet and live there for as long as your wallet can afford related fees. Lots of people get married in these virtual spaces thanks to new technologies. The traditional views on human relationships have changed so much that someone marrying a little object feels kind of tame now. If the pillow had some form of intelligence, it might be somewhat different, but it's just a plain generic anime hug pillow. Get with the times, grandma. You know what? I agree, it's not the weirdest thing in the world, like, for someone to marry an inanimate object like a body pillow. I think someone's already done that. First space colony plans to develop its own army. Oh, that's comforting. By Lana Smithy. Even though space was imagined as the promised land, a place where humanity would start over, it looks like we're about to repeat our mistakes from the past. The first space colony, Shin Outer Paradise, is currently in talks to develop its own privately owned army, following alleged threats from a notorious terrorist group. We're discussing it right now, but the law is most likely approved. We'll have an army and will defend our motherland from any terrorist threat. Alice Rabbit chimed in during a private stream. This terrorist group does not exist. Don't let the Outer Paradise government fool you. The only reason for this law is so they can have more control over the population. Interesting. Interesting. This room is so cool. I love how more fleshed out it feels, like bit by bit we've been able to afford more nice stuff for her. But I think, honestly, we're already at 6 grand. I think by the time we get to the 30th, we should have enough money. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good about our chances of getting an ending where Jill actually gets to stay in her apartment and she's not evicted. Excuse me. But I think with that, I will wrap up tonight's stream, because I'm finding with Valhalla, 2 days of work is usually a good amount of time for us to get through my time slot for my Soothing Sunday streams. But I just want to say thank you so much for all of you guys for joining me this evening. If you've been lurking in the shadows and you like what you've seen so far, please consider hitting that follow button. We would love to have you back with us again for our Soothing Sunday streams, and also for my Friday Night Fright streams, where I am currently streaming Monster Camp and having so much fun with that. So be sure to join us on Friday back on Twitch. Be sure to also check out my YouTube channel for more amazing content, including Warhammer narrations, creepypasta narrations, and my own original ASMR tales. I have so much fun with those. And be sure to follow me on Twitter as well for spur-of-the-moment updates, little fun life stuff as well. And I cannot wait to see you guys on Friday. Thank you all so much for the new influx of people who've decided to check me out tonight and decided to stick around and follow. Thank you so much for the follows. I would love to be able to do this full time one day. So honestly, just you guys choosing to follow me and check out my stream really does mean a lot to me. So thank you so much for stopping by tonight. I had so much fun with this, and I hope you did as well. But thank you so much for joining me tonight, guys. And remember, especially with the way things are in the world at the moment, I want you to just remember and take these words to heart, okay? Take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and as always, stay wicked and wonderful. Good night, guys.